BYU churning back onto the field. It is 3rd and 12. Retzloff and LJ Martin in the backfield.
The Cowboys need this stop right here more than ever.
Huge 3rd down, start of the 4th quarter, 15 minutes to play in this game. 24-13 BYU leads. They motion 2 dudes out. One's Rex, one is Roberts. This time Martin goes outside. Cowboys stop him short on 4th down. The pass is complete, but it does not matter as Daniels is there for the tackle, and it will be 4th and about 6 for BYU. Excuse me, 4th and 4.
Cody Epps on that play. Haven't called his name much today, unlike last week where he had a massive game against OU. Honestly, when that ball was going through the air, I thought it looked like it was about to go 6 the other way.
I thought the linebacker was in good position, but Retzloff made an excellent throw to avoid the pick. Man under center on punt.
It's Batty again.
Batty was faking the 4th down, but this time they are going to punt it. Presley deep to return. Calls for the fair catch at the 15, catches it at the 13, and that's where the Cowboys will take over with 14:05 to go in the 4th. We will keep it here.
I was thinking earlier, does this game remind you at all of the 2022 game against West Virginia? Last home game of the year last year. Very wet, very cold, windy.
The only difference is it's darker.
It is darker.
But it is the same mentality. Not a lot of fans. It's cold. OSU has not played the best, given a lot of West Virginia flashbacks. Bowman is ready. He's in shotgun. Gordon to his left. Presley and Owens to his right. Johnson and Bray to the left. Takes a snap. Looks right. Sees Owens. And they say incomplete. Owens thinks he's caught it. He's making a case to the officials, but they do not care.
And that was not the best throw by Bowman, as you saw it away from the body of Rashad Owens there. Just making it difficult on his receivers to catch the ball in some of these throws.
And a 1st down incompletion is not what you need here. 2nd and 10, now in the pistol, Gordon behind him. It will be a handoff. Gordon is hit immediately, maybe a gain of 2.
0 Ollie Gordon on the carry.
Well, already a 3rd and long, Tim. 4th quarter just started, and you don't know how many times you will have the ball left if you're OSU.
Once again, Max Tooley on the tackle there. And this is what I mean by these punters. It's like we're watching a Big Ten game right now with the punting. Great terrible field position for both teams all game because of these punters.
Cetron subs in for Johnson. Bowman takes a snap, looks right. No one there. Now he's looking left. Sees a man open and is caught by Johnson at the 35, and he is wrestled down at the 37, and that is good for a 1st down.
Johnson once again finding separation on that. He is just finding separation in this 2nd half like no other.
He has been the best receiver today for the Cowboys. That is a gain of 15, and it will set up 1st and 10 on the 35. Bowman hands it to Gordon. Gordon cuts back, and again, a 1 or 2 yard gain. This BYU D-line is unconscious right now. I have not seen them play this good all season long.
Batty and Von Pachon both on the tackle there. Two names we've called plenty today.
That was Ollie's 20th carry. He is at 99 yards, 1 short of the century mark. Bowman takes a snap, looks deep, sees Owens, and contested catch, and he makes it! And he's wrestled down at the 40. 25-yard pickup for the Cowboys.
And that was a massive play by Rashad Owens. Bowman underthrew him a couple plays ago, but he finds him right on the money on that throw for a big gain.
Hit him right in the chest, and the Cowboys will hurry it up. Ref holding the ball from Bowman snapping, and now Bowman will get his opportunity. Hand off to Gordon. He's past 100 yards now as he is wrestled down for a 4-yard carry. Ollie Gordon is now the nation's leading rusher once again, Tim.
Leading rusher in the FBS as we have a player injured on the field. No surprise there. Ollie Gordon has had himself a whale of a season this year. Just imagine his numbers if he had more playing time through those first 3 games, Gavin.
Imagine. He was splitting snaps with 2 other running backs. One of them is hurt right now, so it's just him and Nixon taking the snaps. While we're here, we are going to break down some of Ollie Gordon in this article titled "The Best Back in America." Ollie leads the nation in rushing yards at 14-14. That was before this game. So now he is at 15-18, well over the 1,500 mark, and that is a milestone for the sophomore. Bowman takes over at the 35-yard line, 2nd and 5. Gordon in the backfield. Stacked receivers on the bottom of the screen. Split up top. Johnson in motion. He's going to come block. Gordon takes the handoff, and he has enough for the first down. It's going to be close. But another 6-yard carry for Ollie, and they're going to give him the first down.
That is going to be another first down. Evan Johnson on the tackle there for BYU. A nice little stutter step that Ollie Gordon had to create space for himself.
Great block by Johnson after that great catch he had in the third quarter. He's had a good game. Pistol again. Another handoff to Gordon. Nope, play action. He throws it, his Cowboy Owens. He's at the 10, dragging defenders, and he's at the 6. Huge first down.
And that was an absolute strong catch from Rashad Owens there. The amount of strength in the hands to hold on to that ball as the defender was all over him in coverage.
Hurry up offense again. Pistol formation. 2 receivers to the right. 1 to the top of the screen. They're just going to, slant route. Player all over him. No flags.
And there's a flag.
Finally a flag. And Johnson was being tackled 2 yards before the ball even got there. This will be a first and short at the goal for the Cowboys.
And the BYU defender's defense, how else are you supposed to cover him? He has been separation all of this quarter, all of the third quarter. He's been hard to stop. And that's going to be Camden Garrett, who has 2 picks in this game.
Two picks on the season.
Yes.
2-yard line, first down and goal.
Bowman, first and goal in pistol formation. Ball on the 3-yard line, 10:50 to go in the fourth quarter. There comes the snap. Gordon's got it. Flag down, but he's in. Touchdown. We will wait on the flag, but it looks like a touchdown at the moment. Refs get together. Still waiting on the call. The band is celebrating as if it's a touchdown.
The flag did come very early. You got to think someone might have jumped off sides. I don't know if you can call a holding that early.
Touchdown or not, the offense will stay on the field for a 2-point conversion. The penalty will be declined. It is against the Cougars. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ollie Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the day. Big 2-point conversion here. OSU decides to move it to the right hash. The officials want to review the play to make sure Ollie is in. Let's talk about Jake Retzlaff a little spotlight on him. He is, or was, of the 2022 season, the #1 ranked JUCO quarterback in the country. He is from Riverside, a college in California, and he threw for over 4,600 yards in 1 season in JUCO. Insane numbers.
Yeah, making the move to JUCO to D1 is not the easiest move, obviously, as well. But it looks like he has found a spot here at Brigham
Not
Young.
only is it a D1 move, but a Power 5 conference as well. Going from JUCO in California to the Big 12 is a huge step, and he has looked not too shabby today. They really don't pass the ball a lot, this BYU squad. He is 7 for 17, but no turnovers and 98 yards.
And that throw that he made to Keanu Hill earlier today, that was the best throw that we've seen out of anybody today. That was really a game changer, momentum shifter, massive for BYU. If he didn't make that play, who even knows if the game would be how it's going right now.
That big 3rd down catch by Keanu was massive. Now the replay, it does look Ollie maybe a half yard short. He did reach for it, but you really can't see his knees. And they confirm the touchdown. Ollie does have 2 on the day. with 111 yards on 23 attempts. That is 4.8 yards a carry. Now, big two-point conversion here, Tim. Do you hand it back off, or do you go to the air to someone like Johnson or Presley?
Johnson has been able to create separation. I would not be surprised if we saw a linebacker fake a blitz and sit there just preying on him. I don't know. I think you just have to give the ball to your workhorse, Ollie Gordon, here.
2.5 yards to go for this two-point conversion. It is a 5-point game. This would make it a field goal. 10:50 on the clock in the fourth quarter, untimed down. Presley, the motion man. He's going to the backfield. Bowman looks. He doesn't like what he sees. Throws it over the middle. It's caught. Rashad Owens for 2.
And how about Rashad Owens on that entire drive? What a playmaker. That entire drive, Rashad Owens just found the ball in his hands, made some great catches, and then finds himself wide open in the end zone for the two-point conversion.
He is not the fastest receiver by any means, but he's the most physical and has fantastic hands. 24-21 in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma State will get ready to kick off shortly. 10:50 on the clock. This is a different crowd than we saw all in the first half. There may be less people here, but the energy has doubled.
This is the loyal and true OSU fans. That's their trademark. Loyal and true, this stands true. The amount of people that are still here creating noise.
The referee gives the okay, blows his whistle. Both teams lined up for the kickoff. Logan takes his steps, eyes up the ball. Does not want to kick it directly to the speedy return man. But he will. A low, hard kick, and Marion will let it go through the end zone. BYU up black got blown up on the return, even though there was no return.
What are your keys here if you're Coach Sataki? How do you attack this offensively?
I don't really think Sataki has a much say on this drive until fourth down comes around. But what he's probably relayed to his coaches is there's not much time in this game left. We need to milk some clock and we need to take care of the ball. A long drive is what they want. Retzloff, empty backfield. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Epps in the slot on the left. Haven't called his name much today, but an elite athlete. He runs it out. They are going to throw to Epps, and the coverage is immaculate. Pass is incomplete. Second down.
They did throw it to Cody Epps. We're looking his direction, but great coverage by Dylan Smith of the Cowboys.
Retzloff now 7 of 18. He needs to get back on track. Has not completed one of his last 3 passes. In the shotgun, Martin to his right. They've really switched to the freshman, even though Robbins has had a great game. Here's the handoff to Marion, the speedy returner, and he is tackled for maybe a gain of 2. Nick Martin.
Great tackle by Nick Martin there, getting on the outside, forcing him out of bounds. That play looked like it could have gone for quite a few to the start, but Nick Martin with a great stop. That's why he's the leading tackler in the Big 12.
3rd and 8. 10:25 to go in the fourth quarter. This place is loud. BYU struggling to get the call in. Bunch formation, Retzloff. Martin to his right. Motions Epps out. Epps is going to run the wheel. He's covered well. Retzloff steps up, throws behind a man, but is caught by Rex, and it will be plenty enough for a first down. Big conversion by the Cougars.
That was a great job finding his second favorite target on the team, Rex. However, I did see a receiver wide open who probably would have been in the end zone for 6.
That is Rex's second catch of the day. He is at 19 yards. Retzloff barking orders to Rex. Martin still in the game, the true freshman. Now Rex moves over to the left. Retzloff's ready for the snap. 2 receivers to his right. Drops back, play action. He is pressured, hit hard, and the throw is awful. Intended to nobody. Great defense by the Cowboys. Retzloff was pressured immediately.
And that's really one of the first all-on blitzes that we've seen today out of the Cowboys. It looked like it worked to perfection, too. Xavier Benson really got in his grill. That is what they need to continue doing.
The number 2 linebacker on this team, Xavier Benson, has been perfect on the day. Good pass coverage, and this time a great blitz to bring pressure. Second and long. Retzloff. Still Martin in. Epps in the slot. Looks like he's going to get motioned over for how far back he's playing. There it is. They're going to give it to Epps. On the jet screen, he's up to the 40, and a great open field tackle, gain of 3.
Once again, another good tackle there. Kendall Daniels on the stop with Xavier Benson.
Well, here we are again, Tim. Just had third and long, this time third and manageable, but the Cowboys can still get it back here. Third and 6, BYU huddles up.
Third down here, do you stay in coverage or do you send a troop in for that sack?
I think you only bring 4 here and you play deep coverage. Maybe play the sticks. Retzloff's ready. This time Robbins back in. Retzloff takes a snap. It'll be a pass. Looks left. And it's off target. Thought it was going to be an out route. Epps ran the comeback. Was looking for Epps every play this drive. And this will be 4th and 6 for the Cougars.
And he had his receiver there. He just had a very poor throw.
Just thanks some miscommunication there.
This is when you wonder, those 3 games that have been started by him, did that come into play on that?
Punt is up by Farron. Presley calls fair catch at the 17, and that is where it'll be down. Yes, Retzloff, the 3-game starter, is now struggling in the second half, now 8 of 21. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Oh, Bama's losing.
As we check around the scores across the country, Auburn and Alabama in the Iron Bowl. Auburn is leading 24-20 in that game. 9 seconds on the commercial clock. Bowman is ready to go. Ollie joins him. It'll be trips right for the Cowboys as they take over at the 17-yard line. 8:35 to go in the 4th quarter. BYU 24, OSU 21. Motion man. Johnson moves to the right. Hand off to Gordon. We pull 2. Gain of about 3. Ollie Gordon has had 2 rushing touchdowns on the day today. That puts him at 17 rushing touchdowns on the season, 18 total. What a season he's having, Tim.
Yeah, Ollie Gordon, he's really gotten the national spotlight the past few weeks.
Bowman in shotgun. Motions. Johnson over, the receiver. Gordon runs to the flats. They throw it to him immediately. Oh, it is just too hard of a throw. Never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's a very tough drop for this Cowboys offense as that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Down by 3. Still 8 minutes to go, so plenty of time. But you cannot count on your defense every single time. They need a first down here.
Do you look Johnson's way here or do you look to Rashad Owens?
I think I'm liking Rashad. Rashad and Presley at the bottom of the screen. I think that's where you go. Johnson's up top. Motion Presley into the slot. He goes outside. They're going to go to Presley. And maybe a holding call, but nothing is thrown. Presley was tripped up the whole way, and it looked like the pass just sailed because Presley was nowhere to be found after being tripped.
And once again, Eddie Heckard on that coverage. Like you said, could have probably called a holding, but Bowman also lucky that that ball was not intercepted because that would have been the game, most likely.
Wes Paul deep to punt. Transfer from Western Kentucky. Kingston back to receive. The freshman. Need to make a move. Maybe the Cowboys could get a muff here. High end over end punt. He's backpedaling. And a great catch. No fair catch made, so a good open field tackle, but way to hang on to it. If you're BYU, they will take over at the 26.
And he was absolutely drilled immediately by Robertson.
Big 39, Robertson made the huge special teams hit. 7:47 to go. Cowboys still down 3. BYU will take over at the 26.
Rain's still coming down hard. I'm surprised we're not seeing any snow flurries at this point. It feels like it's that kind of weather.
After that fake punt by Rico, he now has a 402 passer rating on the day. He will definitely be the passer of the game with one attempt. Retzloff takes a snap, gives it to Martin, up the middle. 2 Cowboys wrap him up, gain of 4.
Great run right up the middle of the field there. As BYU just wants to keep ticking that clock down by running the ball here.
The freshman gets 4 as he stays in. Epps checks back in. Chase Roberts at the bottom of the screen on trips left. Epps and Rex to his right. Retzloff and Martin in the backfield. No receivers to the right. Cowboys look like they're going to send pressure. Motion man, it's the fullback. This time it's a quarterback keeper. Breaks one, but there's Bennett to finish him up.
Quarterback keeper number 12, Jake.
This will be a 3rd and 4 for the Cougars. Another 3rd down here, Tim. Cowboys on 1st and 2nd down have been awesome.
And that was one of the few times we've seen an option play since that first quarter with those 2 disastrous options that we saw.
I think you're correct. That would be Retzloff has 9 carries for -9 yards, including sacks. Retzloff in shotgun. Martin still to his right. They're going to give it to him. He's got a lane. He's hit. He reaches. Oh, wow. Favorable spot for the Cowboys.
And that second effort, I think, got it, but I'm not sure if the officials...
I think it's short, Tim. It is. 1 yard short. They will rule it at the 35, and they need the 36.
The second effort of that, when he reached, really looked like he would have picked that first down up.
The Cowboys have the 2nd best 4th down stopping conversion in the country. BYU will go for it on their own 35-yard line.
And if you're the Cowboys and you get this stop,
4th and 1.
you have 5 minutes on the clock.
This is one of the biggest plays, if not the biggest play of the game so far. BYU is forced to take a timeout and think about it.
Ball at their own 35-yard line. Just imagine if OSU stuffs them here, what the repercussions of that will be.
They would automatically be in field goal range to tie the game, Ted.
Oh,
We are
punting.
back. 4th and 1. BYU will line up to punt. They said we will not go for it as we don't want to give them the ball in field goal range. But as there was that fake in the 4th, and then the second fake, in the 3rd quarter, you don't know what's going to happen here.
You got to be weary of a direct snap to a fullback here or something. I mean, this is like 4th and inches.
All eyes will be on Batty as he is the special teams trickster. It's a direct snap, and the punt is up and away. Presley back to return. No fair catch signal. Ball sails out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
And this might be the best field position
Besides the fumble in the first quarter.
the Cowboys have had.
This is the second best starting spot all game for the Cowboys. Would have had it at the 32 if it wasn't for that hold or block in the back. Yeah, but besides turnovers, the punting has just been immaculate. Farron out of Boise State. Don't know why you left Boise State, but he is a superstar special teamer here at BYU. Bowman is ready. They will mark it at the 20. Gordon in the backfield. Pistol formation. Presley in motion right to left. They're going to give it to Gordon. Nowhere to go. Big old 91 leading the way for the BYU. He's going to get the stop.
It's Jackson Cravens on the stop there as Ollie Gordon had absolutely nowhere to go. I want to see another call of a halfback misdirection.
A halfback misdirection or one of them draws we saw. And either of those, they've been working for 8 yards plus, but we don't see it very often. Out route to Johnson, and it is caught. Great throw by Bowman.
Are we surprised once again finding himself some separation?
He's so tall, but yet has speed, so the DBs really have to give him some separation, make sure they don't get burnt. That'll be a 13-yard pickup, Bowman to Johnson. Bowman in the pistol, Johnson still on the top of the screen, Gordon in the backfield, handoff. Gordon takes it, and he is met immediately by 91 again, and he is going to get thrown down.
Jackson Cravens and Max Tooley on the stop there.
Craven is craving some TFLs right now. Since he was hit at the line of scrimmage, even though he's tackled 7 yards back, they'll mark him there for forward progress. Pistol formation, Bowman takes the first one. Looks to the sideline, needs a new call. Presley and Bray to his right. Johnson still on the top of the screen. Bowman takes a snap, looks right, throws right, and it's caught by Presley. Tries to turn it upfield, but slips at the 43-yard line of Oklahoma State territory. It'll be 3rd and short.
And Eddie Heckard once again pushes him out of bounds. We've called Eddie Heckard's name a lot today, as this will set up the Cowboys on a 3rd and 2. This is crucial, converting this 3rd down.
And the wind has picked up here. I wonder if that will make the throwing for Bowman a little bit harder, as it has gotten windier throughout this game. Bowman in the pistol. Fullback to his left, Gordon behind him. Presley and Johnson at the top of the screen, only receivers in. There's a Johnson, the fullback, also on the right side of the line, lined up in that tight end spot. Handoff up the middle to Gordon. No, play action. Terrible throw by Bowman, in harm's way, and number 5 almost had number 3.
And Brennan Presley honestly made a great defensive play on that, knocking that ball down. Otherwise, that would have been another interception. And what do you do here if you're Mike Gundy or Casey Dunn?
4th down, I'm going slip screen to the right to Gordon. But I know that's not what we're going to call, so we're going to do the handoff up the middle.
As Tyler Batty is now hyping up the crowd, the BYU crowd.
You can hear a little noise over there, Tim.
You can.
Timeout Cowboys, 3:17 to go. We will stay here with you as there will be no commercial. 24-21, BYU leads. And Oklahoma State has just dominated everything statistically today, but are still trailing by 3. You almost think that pick 6 is really the only reason BYU is leading this game.
That pick 6, if they had better communication on that, still don't know if it was Bray or if it was Bowman just throwing a bad throw. I mean, that was just walking. That's just a big momentum shifter of the game. And the fake punt. No one expected that except for Gavin. Gavin did call that.
We got 4th and 2. Cowboys will stay on the field. Their offense will stay on the field. As this is the game, Tim. They do not get this, they are in trouble.
There is still 3 minutes on the clock. Only 2 timeouts, but they do have a 2-minute warning if they do not convert.
4th and 2. Presley and Owens Presley and Johnson at the top of the screen. Nixon and Ollie in the backfield. They're going to give it to Ollie. Nope. Fake. Throw it out to Nixon. Great play. Oh, he runs a man over through his chest. That'll be a 1st down. The biggest play of his season right there.
He was one-on-one with the defender and just ran him over. He put his body on the line, put his head down into Eddie Hecker's chest.
Presley in motion. Shotgun throw. 5-yard curl caught by Presley. And he's moving. Tackle brought down by 3 different Cougars. Gain of 9. 2:30 on the clock. Cowboys are marching 2nd and 1. They are on BYU territory at the 46-yard line.
Von Chapon on that tackle again. Haven't heard his name in a while.
Snap to Bowman. 2 receivers to the left, to the right. He's looking left. Throws it to Johnson, and it's caught. He came back to it. Breaks a tackle, and he's down at the 24. Everyone in the stadium is up and jumping right now.
And that ball looked like it was underthrown. That looked like it was going to be picked off, but Johnson with a great adjustment
Presley had to do it last time. Johnson had to do it this time. But yeah, he came up with the catch. Now Rashad Owens will check in. Another huge first down and a big 18-yard pickup on 2nd and 1. Gordon still in. 2 tight ends to the left for the Cowboys. Trips left, Gordon in the backfield. Direct snap. Hands it to Gordon. Breaks a tackle, lowers his head, gets about 2. We'll give him 3 there.
Gordon on the carry.
And right around here, you're in Alex Hale's field goal range. He is a pretty good kicker, one of the best in the Big 12.
2nd and 7, 90 seconds on the game clock. OSU hurries to the line. Bowman in pistol formation, trips right with the tight end on the right. Johnson's going to pull for Gordon. Handoff. And he gains 5. It'll be 3rd and 1 with 1:10 to go. Clock still moving.
Great job just getting up the middle there by Ollie Gordon.
Looks like Johnson on the block is a little hurt. He had a huge block there. I think he hit Tooley, and that's just not a man you want to square up with. They'll give him a second to get off the field as we have 3rd and 1 on the 15-yard line. 1:07 seconds to go. New fullback checks in. Bowman ready for the call. Quentin Stewart checks in at fullback for the first time today. Presley and Owens on the south side. Gordon in the backfield, 2 tight ends, pistol formation. They give it to him. He bounces it left. Reed, pick up the throw. We got it. Last call. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And the few fans that are left in here have absolutely erupted this stadium as the Cowboys take the lead for the first time today with 53 seconds left.
Gordon took the snap, bounced it left because Tooley was in his face. He almost got hard from behind. They couldn't catch him. 15-yard scamper into the end zone, and the Pokes lead 27-24. PAT to come.
Now this extra point is crucial because this is the difference between a field goal and a touchdown.
Alex Hale with the extra point to make it a 4-point game. It's up. It's blocked. It is blocked. BYU blocks the kick. We have a 3-point game with 53 seconds to go. This game is not over, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you do here if you're BYU? Do you put Hill back in the game, Keanu Hill, and take a shot downfield?
You got to put Hill in, and you almost think if Slovic was warm at this point, he would be in the game.
I was going to say, do you think you put in Keaton Slovis?
Jake Retzloff, 8 of 21, has completed 1 pass since this 4th quarter has begun.
And that 1 pass was the completion to Hill. I believe it was like a 36-yard pass or something of that nature. Biggest play of their game.
Mike Gundy himself is out with the special teams unit, making sure they are locked and loaded. Logan Ward sets the ball on the tee. The dangerous return man, Keelan Marion, the transfer from UConn, is excited for this ball. He can change the game in 1 play. Everybody's ready to go. The ref blew the whistle. We are live. Ward lines it up. Takes his steps, kick is up. A short pooch kick this time to 23. He's going to take a fair catch, and he is going to catch it. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 25 for the Cougars. 53 seconds to go.
53 seconds. The question is, who wants it more, the Cougars or the Cowboys? The Cougars in their inaugural season in the Big 12. Are they about to make a bowl game, or is OSU going to make the Big 12 championship and face Texas?
This is what everyone's been waiting for. 50 seconds of football left. 3-point game. Your Cowboys 27, BYU 24. Retzloff takes the snap. Looks right. Keeps looking right. He wants him. This time he's going to throw the arrow. It's almost intercepted.
And he was hit as he threw the ball.
Colin Oliver with the pressure. And
Trey Rucker almost had the interception.
Would have put the game away, but we still have some football left, people. 2nd and 10. Ball in the 25. BYU territory. 47 seconds in the quarter. In the game.
75 yards to go for BYU. They've got to take a shot at some point.
Retzloff and Robbins in the backfield. Motion zips over. The Sindep's back. He's looking right. He still wants it right. This time something over the middle. And it is caught. Keanu makes the catch. Keanu Hill, number 1, someone you mentioned needed to be in this game for this drive, comes up with his 3rd catch in another monster game.
Another big gain for Hill.
Hurry up offense for BYU. Retzloff takes the snap. 33 seconds to go. He's pressured. Ball's floating. Oh! Kendall Daniels just could not read it in the bright lights. It will hit the turf. A weary throw from Retzloff.
And I've noticed Brian Nardo is blitzing more on this drive than he has all game. And it is working for the Cowboys. Retzloff looks like he is shaking in his boots back there.
The 4th start of Retzloff's career at BYU, and he is being pressured nonstop. BYU makes some substitutions. 2 by 2. Robbins still in the backfield. He probably won't get a touch for the game. Retzloff's ready. Takes a snap. Looks right. Still looking right. Now back left. Sees someone over the middle. And it is caught good enough for a first down. They are about 15 yards out of field goal range. Clock stops. 23 seconds. 1st and 10 on the 45 in Cowboys territory. Retzloff gets ready for a spike, and he does spike it. 19 seconds, Tim. What are we seeing next?
I do not know. Retzloff just proved me wrong right there. He had pressure in his face, and he completed that pass.
Retzloff, 8 of 21 entering the 4th quarter, and is now 11 of 26 with 3 completions in a row. He's cooking.
We mentioned that he's the JUCO transfer. He has not ever played in a place like Stillwater, Oklahoma. Boone Pickens Stadium is a very hard place to play. Even when the crowd is maybe only at 30,000 capacity, it is loud.
Shotgun for Retzloff. Gets it. Looks right. Now he wants something to the left. He's scrambling. 2 people in his face. Just throws this one away. Crowd wants an intentional grounding, but he was clearly outside the pocket. 14 seconds. 3rd and 10.
And that is really the last thing you want to do. You still have 2 timeouts left in this game. You do not want to roll out to the right and just throw the ball away. That's just a waste of time off the clock.
The Cowboys are 14 seconds away from going to their 2nd Big 12 championship in 3 years. Retzloff in shotgun. 2 to his right, 2 to his left. Looks left immediately. He wants to throw the out route and does. Oh, great completion. It is caught at the 34-yard line. 9 seconds to go, and we are entering field goal territory. That is Marion, the man Marion. BYU will take their 2nd timeout. 9 seconds to go. They have 1 timeout remaining.
Marion also body checked the ref as he was getting up on that play. There was some OSU fans not very pleased about no flag, but I understand it.
Yeah, I definitely just didn't see the ref there. He did apologize after, so no big deal. Retzloff again. That makes him 13 of 28. He has had a great last 3 minutes of this game. Kind of came out of nowhere. OSU cheerleaders are getting what's remaining of this Stillwater crowd pumped up as we have clock change, everyone. It was 9 seconds. They just now put it back to 11. BYU will have 1 timeout here.
So if you're BYU, do you take a shot to the end zone and use your 2 timeouts, or do you just try to get it in field goal range?
I think you do some short here. You get some yards, call a timeout. Whatever's left, you just kick with.
I don't know if I trust the ground right now with all the rain that we've had today with the kicking.
Retzloff rolls out left, sees a man open, throws a laser, only good for about 4 yards, but only burned 4 seconds on the clock. So they will have 1 more play before they are forced to use their last timeout.
Cody Epps on the catch there. I think that's about his 4th catch of the day.
Has been quiet. His catches haven't been big, but Retzloff is cooking. There is another completion. Well, here it is, everybody. 2nd and 7, 7 seconds to go. This could very well be the last play of the game. OSU with a 3-point lead after that missed extra point, and BYU is just going to get to the middle of the field and go down. They will call timeout with 3 seconds left, and this field goal will determine whether we keep playing or OSU goes to the Big 12 championship.
With the wind blowing, do you like that decision? Would you rather have it on one of the hash marks than the middle of the field?
I think the middle of the field is better for anything over that 25-yard range. Just takes the mind game out for the kicker. They don't got to aim as much when it's not on a hash.
And they do have Will Farron at kicker. He has been excellent today.
A special teams legend in my eyes forever after today. The kickoffs have been awesome. The onside was to perfection, and his field goal and extra points have not missed. But this is the biggest kick of his career.
His season long is 49 yards, so this is plenty manageable for him.
With the ball at the 31, this will be a 48-yard attempt. His long 49, but the wind is in his face. If you are not yelling as a Cowboy fan, what are you doing? The D-line looks towards the student section. Tell them to get loud because it's time to block that kick. 4 seconds left.
Does Mike Gundy call a timeout here to ice him?
Farron lines up in the middle of the field. He's ready for the snap. No timeout. Snap's good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. We have overtime in Stillwater. Will Farron, the legend at BYU, 27-27. Game goes on, Tim.
I mean, did we expect any different out of this game? This game has been great. It's
some phenomenal football. All right, as overtime gets underway, we will be right back after this commercial break. And we are back as overtime is about to begin. BYU will have the ball first, and they elect to go towards the east end zone, the big screen, and that is where all the BYU fans are, so you can't blame them for that. Presley won the toss, and he wanted to defer. Can't blame him for that either. Cowboys are right where they want to be in overtime. In a game they were down 18 in.
You got to trust your defense here. Anytime you have the option, you have to trust your defense. Get them out on the field first, and you can come back and win this game with your offense.
From down 18 to up 3 with 50 seconds to go, and now overtime.
And how huge was that blocked extra point?
You called it, Tim. You were like, this is a huge extra point, and they did come up and block it. All right, Retzloff is ready. Epps to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Robbins back in the game. Epps in motion. They're going to give it to Robbins right up the middle. And he is stuffed.
That was an amazing tackle right there by Xavier Benson.
Big 97th, the nose tackle for OSU also in on the play. No gain on the play, no loss either. 2nd and 10. Retzloff got the boys in the huddle. Chase Roberts, Cody Epps, both in the game. As well as Rex and Robbins. Robbins goes out wide, one-on-one, far side of the field. Retzloff takes the snap, looks left, throws immediately. It's a low throw, but caught by Epps.
That was a great job by Epps there, finding separation as he has the most receptions today on the team with 5. We weren't calling his name so much earlier, but late in the game, he has found separation. That's a gain of 6 right there.
Yeah, he's had a great 4th quarter, and now that catch in overtime. 3rd and 5. No worries about game time. It is only you versus the play clock. 3rd and 5. Retzloff in the pistol formation. Martin in behind him. Robbins. Robbins gets the handoff, and he has enough for a first down. Runs over 2 Oklahoma State defenders, and it will be 1st and 10 on the 14 for the Cougars.
You saw a little bit of a gap open up there, and he just went and took it. Great run there by Robbins to get the first down. What do you do now here if you're the Cougars? Do you keep pounding the rock, or do you?
If you like those 5-yard outs, if you're BYU, then you can take them. I'm not throwing anything over the middle. We'll take our out routes and our runs up the middle if I'm BYU. Back to the shotgun. Robinson, Retzloff in the game. Retzloff ready for a snap. Epps in motion. He's going to give it to him. Huge block by the left tackle, but it does not matter as he steps out for a gain of 1 yard.
And Epps once again getting a little touch pass there from Retzloff.
That was Sua Matei, the left tackle, with probably his best block of the game. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 12-yard line. OSU needs a stop. BYU needs a score. One looks to get bowl eligible. One looks to play for their conference championship. Retzloff in shotgun. Fullback to his right. Robbins to his left. He's going to keep it. Throw a laser into double coverage, and there is a flag. They're going to call holding against the Cowboys.
Cody Epps was coming across the middle of the field, being grabbed by one Cowboy as he had another one on him.
And I do not think the Cowboys needed to hold there.
It's going to be on Dylan Smith, the free safety. That's going to be half a distance to the goal, so now they have the ball at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal on the 6 for the Cougars as Rex comes out of the game. So does Epps. They're going with the heavy package. Keanu Hill at the top of the screen. Chase Roberts at the bottom. Fullback in the slot and a fullback lined up at the tight end spot. Robbins and Retzloff in shotgun. They motion a fullback in. It's going to be a run. It's going to be a keeper by Retzloff. He tries to scrape to the outside, and he does. And he walks into the end zone for a BYU touchdown. And they are up 33-27 here in overtime.
And he once again had a great block by his playmaker, Keanu Hill. If you saw that on the outside there, he had a great block into the end zone. Made it very manageable, just walk in for that score. As the Cowboys are going to now need a score for themselves.
Yeah, Keanu was blocking Cam Smith on the edge, and Smith had no chance of getting off that. Legendary kicker Will Farron steps in for the extra point. Just hit a game-tying field goal with no time remaining. Snap is good, kick is up, and good. BYU up 7, but we're not going anywhere as OSU takes the field at the 25-yard line in need of a touchdown. Tim, what do we got?
My question is, what will be the game plan here? OSU, this is overtime. They're starting at the 25-yard line. They have not worked with that short of a field yet today. Every single drive that they've had, they've started deep in their own territory. I'm not sure how the play calling is going to go here.
I'm assuming a lot of Gordon and a little bit of Preston. Here comes the offense onto the field. Gordon, Bowman, Johnson, Presley lead the way with, I believe, Rashad Owens at the bottom of the field. BYU comes out with their 4 superstars ready to make a play. You can look anywhere at the BYU. You got 31, you got 91, you got 5, and you got 10. All 4 studs. Got to stay away from them if you're the Cowboys. First play, going to go out route. About a 7-yard completion to Rashad Owens. They're going to give him 6.
Very quick strike there for the Cowboys. Good yard gainer right there.
Presley walks off the field as the fullback comes back in. They're going heavy package for 2nd and 4. Owens and Johnson both in on the outside, only 2 receivers in. Gordon moves from pistol to shotgun. You might think this is a pass now. And it isn't. It's going to be a delay. Gordon gets free. Runs over a defender, and he is down inside the 10. They're going to put it at the 8-yard line. First and goal, Cowboys.
And once again, what did we say earlier about the halfback misdirection? That play looked like it was going to get blown up in the backfield, but Ollie Gordon's quickness was just too much for the BYU defense. If anybody
has seen a Wake Forest game and how they hand the ball off, that was directly out of their playbook. One of them delayed, QB reads, and it's not going to matter here. 1st and 9. Bowman and pistol. Takes it. Hands it off to Gordon, who gets through. He's being ran down by multiple Cougars, but they're going to give him a good spot at the 3.5, maybe 4-yard line.
And it initially looked like he was going to get in the end zone there, but Max Tooley once again with a big stop. First one there on the tackle as he was surrounded by a bunch of other Cougars.
Tooley is nearing his 100 tackle mark on the season, but with no bowl game in a loss, he would not get that, and that would be a tragedy because he is an elite defender out there. Pistol formation for the Cowboys. Fullback to the right, Gordon behind Bowman. 2 receivers to the left. Doesn't look like they're going to use them, though. Here's the handoff to Gordon. He cuts back. Oh, it's wide open. The blocking was perfect. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ollie Gordon had all the room in the world to walk in for that one. Fantastic blocks by the left tackle, left guard, and center, and the fullback who tripped somebody
and Braden
up.
Cassidy there dove at someone's ankles, tripping them. That was a big block right there to let Ollie Gordon just walk free into the end zone. This is a very important extra point here.
The game is not tied yet. 33-34. Cowboys line up for the extra point. Last extra point was blocked. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. We are on to double OT. We will be right back after this commercial break. And here we are for double overtime. The Cowboys will stay on offense because that's how overtime works in college football. They'll take it on the 25, this time going the other direction towards the student section. That may help OSU's defense if they score on this drive. Gordon, Johnson, Presley, Cassidy, and Johnson in. Pistol formation. Everyone to the left of Gordon. Now he motions one right. Great block by Johnson, and Gordon will pick up 4 to 5 there.
Gordon with a nice little second effort there, diving a couple extra yards there.
And 3.
They're going to give him 3 there. Bowman in the shotgun. This time a reverse to Presley. He's got nobody near him. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, and finally knocked out at the 9-yard line. They're going to say the 10.
Great play design there by the Cowboys. It almost looks like we were watching BYU's offense out there all day. They ran lots of people in motion and lots of jet sweeps today.
Great play call there by Casey Dunn. You don't hear that often. Bowman getting his orders in. Barking them out now. Johnson to the left, Presley and Owens to the right. Ollie's still in the backfield. Johnson also in at fullback. Bowman looks left. Now he's ready. Takes the hike. He's going to throw a fade route to Johnson. No flag.
Passing to for 17, Leon Johnson.
Oh, there is some laundry. There is some laundry.
He threw a jump ball up there to Johnson, and Camden Garrett on the coverage. And they're going to call the interference. That's going to be placed at the 1-yard line, too. It occurred in the end zone, I believe. That is a spot foul.
I think they're going to give him the 2-yard line, which is just as good. A great flag draw by Johnson there. I liked the play call, one-on-one. He's been the man today. Don't hate that. First and goal on the 2-yard line, and we all know what this is going to be.
I don't think you can do anything but give it to Ollie Gordon. Just pound the rock to him.
Ollie has 3 touchdowns on the game, 18 on the season. He's looking for number 19 right now. Bowman in the pistol. Full package for the Cowboys. It's going to be a handoff. He tries to bounce it. Oh, he cuts back. Oh, my gosh. He jumps in. No call. Touchdown, Cowboys!
That had to be one of the most impressive plays I have ever seen.
He threw the first defender off him, went back right, and hurdled a dude for 6. Ollie Gordon, are you kidding me?
And that was Tyler Batty.
Oh, he's in.
Tyler Batty, and he dove straight at Eddie Heckard, who's had a great game today.
So,
and is Gundy going for...
In double overtime,
Yep, you have to go for two. You have to go for two.
So this is a momentous play here. OSU decides they want the right hash mark. They're going to reset the play clock for the boys. And it looks like OSU... No timeout. They're just getting the play out.
On that touchdown, also a great block from Dalton Cooper, the left tackle. If you saw him, he also kind of pancaked Tyler Batty to the ground there, as Ollie Gordon also threw him off of him.
The Cowboys working in tandem for that touchdown. And here we go, 2-point conversion. 40-34, OSU leads. Here's the snap. They're just going to give it to Gordon. No, they're going to fake it. Throw the flat, and BYU is all over that. I don't dislike the play call. BYU is just ready for it, and they're going to get the stop.
BYU absolutely smothered that with Kerr Wakely and another defender. Great defense there. Play call. I don't love it. I would have gone back to Gordon there. Although that's probably what they were expecting. But
yep, I think they thought BYU was going to sell out the run. So they tried to do some tricky play action, but it did not work. But honestly, no one really minds that. That was a crazy touchdown. And all you need is one stop if you're the defense, and this game's over. BYU at the 25-yard line. Go ahead, Tim.
This is where we see what Jake Retzloff is really made of. He's 13 for 29 on the day, 157 yards. He's had a much better second half.
And 2 rushing touchdowns as well for Retzloff.
He does have 2 rushing touchdowns. The JUCO transfer playing in Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This is a different environment.
Double OT. BYU lines up. Retzloff in shotgun. Motions 2 dudes over. One of them Rex. Robbins in the game. Motions Epps over. They're going to give it to Robbins at the middle. And OSU's ready for that one. Multiple Cowboys in there on the tackle. 1-yard gain.
And he was absolutely stood up there by Trey Rucker, who came in from the secondary. Gain of 2 on the play.
Robbins now has 16 carries for 74 yards. 2nd and 9. 40-34, OSU leads. BYU has to score a touchdown here, or the game is over. Retzloff in shotgun. Moves Epps in motion. They're going to look that way. Nothing there. He's going to throw it back over to the left. And a dart by Retzloff. Fumble, and it's taken away! It is taken away!
The ball is
Who
out.
has it?
What are the refs going to rule?
They will fumble! Game over! OSU is going to the Big 12 championship for the 2nd time in 3 years!
Oh my goodness! He just ripped that ball right out of his hands!
Ollie Gordon is waving goodbye to the BYU fans as he leads the way to the victory for the Pokes.
And it looks like the ball is out on that. The extra effort was not worth it. His knee would have been down. Was that Rex on the play? I believe that was Rex.
I believe so. That was Rex on the catch. It was an 8-yard completion. It would have been just short of the first down. But Rucker
stripped the ball and lifted him up in the air. His legs would have been down.
What a defensive stop out of nowhere. Nobody saw a strip fumble coming in the red zone. And Rucker does it. The refs are deciding if this is the game or not. They're watching the replay just to make sure he wasn't down already. It is a catch. There's no arguing that.
Trey Rucker, the Wake Forest transfer. I think that's a fumble. They've shown it a few times on the big screen here.
They've shown 2 different point of views. The point of view from the Cowboys end zone looks like a fumble, but the point of view from the BYU end zone looks like his knee was down.
This is about as close of a play as you can have to end the game. How about Trey Rucker regardless of the outcome of the play? What a strip.
Maximum effort by number 9. Here's the call.
Here's the call from the refs.
After review, the ruling on the field of the fumble is confirmed.
And that will do it. Boone Pickens erupts. Ollie Gordon and Bowman run to the BYU side to say their goodbyes. And that will do it here in Stillwater. The Cowboys are going to the Big 12 Championship, and for the first time in 7 years, BYU will be bowl-less.
11 a.m. kickoff time from Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium next Saturday, December 2nd, against the University of Texas.
Wow, Tim. That's all I got to say as well. What a game we just witnessed.
That was an absolute great showing from OSU in the second half. I wasn't sure at halftime. I don't think half the fans were sure because so many people left this game.
An 18-point comeback by the Cowboys will end it here as they go to Arlington next week. That's all from me. That's all from Tim. We'll see you next time